got to go. So I just want to make my last point. Looks like I was right last season when I called them pussies. Weak-minded individuals. That's what they are.
Hey,
Cheers, guys.
Big up.
Sard, I'd love to get your view on the Ben White situation, plus your overarching feelings about these back-to-back defeats, brother. You're on mute, my friend.
You're on mute like Arsenal.
Fucking hell, man. Yeah, listen, if there was a player that we did overrate, it was definitely Ben White, because Ben White this season compared to last season, like, we can all come out and say, oh, he's carrying a knock, this and that and that. Bro, listen, carrying a knock does not make you perform like that, bro. It does not make you lose that. Last season, he was able to overlap more. Yeah, defensively, he was sharp. You could see that he was able to hold his own on that side. You don't lose that because of an injury. An injury, you might not be able to catch up to players, but that defensive mindset, you don't lose that. So that's one player that we've definitely overrated. When it comes to this team, and when it comes to the game today, one word comes to mind: complacency. Complacency from the right wing, the left wing, Saka, Martinelli, complacent, and it spreads. It spreads like wildfire. It's like a virus. You know, when you have complacency in the team and it starts off with one player, then it goes to the other player, and all of a sudden it just starts to spread to every other player. You're seeing Declan Rice now having low performances that I've never seen from him, bro.
Even Gabriel today.
Gabriel, Saliba. Gabriel and Saliba this season have been untouchable, bro. The best centre back pairing in the Premier League. I think we can all say that. We can all say that and all come to an agreement that is true. They are the best centre back, or they have been the best centre back pairing. They look clueless today. They look like they didn't even know each other. They haven't played with each other before. Saliba normally looks so on job, looks calm, collected. Today he looked a mess. Ben White on that right side, I can't even believe that I sat there and had to watch him get cooked by Willian, by Robinson coming off the left side. Bro, this is shocking game. And also, let's not sit there and not say as well that it was like literally watching paint dry. It was literally like watching paint dry. The most boring game I've ever seen from Arsenal. So poor. They didn't have that willingness to win. They didn't have that willingness to go there and you know what? We're Arsenal Football Club. We're gonna stamp our foot down. Yeah, we're gonna win this game. They didn't have that. They didn't have that hunger. You know that hunger that you have in teams where, let's say for instance, you have a loss. Yeah, you come back and you're different the next game. You come back and you're like, bro, we're winning this game. We have to. We have to for the fans.
No accountability.
Ourselves, for our confidence, we have to win this game.
But Son, what would you say? What would you say to those fans? Son, what would you say to those fans? Yeah, go on, bro.
Just let me quickly finish.
Yeah.
And just one thing as well. Yeah. You don't win a title in December. You can damn well lose the title in December. It's very easy to lose the title in December. Yeah. Maybe I can give them one.
Behind you by a point, bro. These men are 1 point behind you. You know.
Maybe I can give them one more loss. But bro, that title, bro, you're skating on.
Can I ask you a question though? Can I ask you a question? Yeah.
Yes,
let me ask you a question, Sarge. Yeah, you know, like, because listen, I came on here 1,000,001 times saying that the way you lot are playing isn't sustainable. Yeah, to be dependent on your defense more than your attack. I kept getting shut down. Oh, defense is what wins you titles and whatnot. Do you think that playing like this going forward is going to be sustainable enough? Right?
No.
Just defending, and you know. If attacking the way you are.
The reason why, because I was one of those people that was telling you that as well. I know.
Yes, that's why I'm asking you, bro.
I know why he's asking you. Big up, but when I'm telling you that defense wins you titles, yeah, I was expecting these. I thought, you know what? The start of the season, they went crazy last season, yeah. They were consistently running their asses off every single game. Running their asses off, bro. Yeah, tired at the end of games, bro. Can barely even walk. These men are limping off the pitch just because they're tired and just working so hard on the pitch. So I thought, you know what? They started this season off. They started it off slow because after a season where you go on and you play that amount of games and you're consistently playing those games. And let's face it, Saka was playing 90 minutes every single week. Same thing with Martinelli, was pretty much playing 80 minutes to 90 minutes every single week. I was thinking, you know what? They might be a bit tired. So that's the reason why I was originally saying to you, I think they'll come back. I think they'll come back. Because I genuinely thought that they'd come back, and they come back to form. But now, it's just on one, bro.
Just one more thing before I go. Yeah, this is exactly what I was saying about Kai Havertz in the summer. Yeah, this guy is not going to elevate you to the next level that you need to get to. The last game, you lot were saying, we missed Havertz. You know, I know he's picked up a little bit of form. He's improved a little bit. You know, the bars on the floor and that. But this is why this guy is not a level raiser. He's not going to take you to where you need to get to. The guy was a ghost on the pitch today. Every time I saw him getting the ball, there's one point I saw him turn, which was good, drive into the space, right, and then go back. I'm looking at him like, bro, why didn't you just try to slip Martinelli through there or try to look for Nketiah or something? You're going backwards after driving into the space. It doesn't make any sense. But listen, your fan base deserve this, because any single time you give Arsenal fans constructive criticism, they call you a hater. Yeah, I give constructive criticism to all clubs, including my own. Yeah, perform at results. They just love to ignore the bad about results. All they want is validation, and they run away from expectation. But you, man, bless. Yeah, big up Monster.
Big up Don.
Love.
Terry, can I say something about what you said about the pressure? You said Arsenal have a new level of pressure this season. No. This is the same pressure right now that they left off last season, that they fell off the title race. This is not a new type of pressure. This is a standard that Arsenal created themselves, but they can't handle. They don't have any, as a lot of people said today, they don't have any winners to have experience in this team to go on for a title race. And these last few Arsenal games, I don't remember, like, other than 1-5-0 win against Sheffield United, one win where Arsenal, like, they're comfortable. By the final whistle, they're like comfortable, like, wow, we actually like won that game dominantly. Most games I've watched Arsenal this season, the other team's about to score an equalizer in the last minute, and the whistle blows. I don't.
When you say comfortable win, are you talking about comfortable in regards to scoreline, or are you talking about comfortable in regards to performance? Because
scoreline, because if it's 2-1,
yeah, because the Brighton game for me, we won it 2-0, but we were comfortable in that game.
Yeah, that one, yeah.
But obviously, you're talking about scoreline, innit? Sorry, I'm
talking about all the other games as well. Like, there's been games where you win like 2-1, and then like last minute you have them like pounding your box and are about to score, and then the whistle blows. Like, that's been a lot of your games this season, and that was a bit like us on last year on Antonio Conte last year. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but when that happens, it's not sustainable. At one point, the goals are going to leak in, and then you're going to start losing games, and that's what's happening with Arsenal right now.
Dan, can I just counteract your point? So, last season we literally destroyed the first half of the season. I think what we're doing this season is more tactical from Arteta, but I don't think it's necessarily playing out at the moment. I think come maybe March time, I think we might see the proper Arsenal that we saw last season. Potentially. I don't know.
Wait, so
because that's just me predicting the future.
Wait, so you're saying Arteta's telling the players? So you're telling Arteta's telling the players to not win by large scorelines, so then when May comes, we can start winning by large scorelines?
Not potentially that, but just wasting all of our energy for us to then die in the second half of the season, because that's essentially what we did last season.
Do you know
maybe he's just pacing out.
And now you're going to be fourth by January, and Man City, Liverpool,
and Matt, in March you might be out of the title race by then.
If
that is a tactic that's going to happen, if that's going to happen, then boy.
So Wenger back in the day, man. Get out of World Cup, yeah, then he goes on that run, March, April to get top 4, bruv. I ain't falling for that shit, man.
I'm just going to burst you lot's bubble right now, bro. I'm so sorry to say, but the problem you have is that your manager believes in his own hype. 100%. After the all or nothing program, Arsenal went on this kind of run last year, and we thought the world had changed and that they were going to do their thing. The truth of the matter is Arteta's just too damn creative. He thinks he can do what other managers can't do, which is he thinks he can play Partey as a right back. He thinks he can do something with Basmati Rice. And also, he thinks that he can turn Nketiah to Harry Kane. And, you know, he thinks he can turn Kai Havertz into Odegaard / Maddison. The truth is, he can't. And
the truth is, he's just stubborn.
You know, I get told week in, week out that I'm a delusional Spurs fan. And I said a couple of weeks ago to Terry, don't count my club out of the title challenge. And Terry, it's good to see you straight in the eyes. That you can see that what I was saying made a little bit of sense. But Arsenal fans, they're just the fact of the matter is, last season I kept saying it and I kept getting shut down. You overachieved. Ben White, aka Punch and Judy, he overachieved last season, and then you guys have let yourselves down. People talk about not having Spurs not having a squad depth. You don't have squad depth. We are literally bleeding out with our team. You can see we haven't got a team to put out, but we are able to get out results. Arteta, on the other hand, thinks he thinks he's Pep 2.0, and that's why you're struggling. And I said at the beginning of the season, you have a good enough team if you keep it simple. But Arsenal do not want to keep it simple. You want to do this new thing for the Prem, and unfortunately, Arsenal fans, I'm sorry to say, this new thing won't happen. How can you allow Tottenham at this stage to be only a point behind with all the injuries and suspensions? You've only had 2 players. You've only got 2 of your key men out, Timber and Partey. That's it. There's no excuse. You should be slapping up West Ham. You should be slapping up Fulham. And the fact is, you man don't want it. Arteta is too creative. They say too much of something can also be a negative. And unfortunately, your brother, your manager is a negative.
You might be right on one thing, in he's too creative, and I bring that back to the goalkeeping situation. I think that is one of the main points that has sort of fucked up this season, in that straight from the get-go, he's brought in Raya, and I think that's already unsettled Ramsdale. Now, since then, he's dropped Ramsdale completely, and I think that is having an effect in the dressing room, which isn't usually a thing with Arteta, because he's usually quite good at that. But I think he's created his own problem with the goalkeeping situation, because although Ramsdale did make a few errors here and there, he was genuinely quite a good goalkeeper, and it got us to second when at the start of last season we weren't even predicted for top 4, let alone a title race. So I think he's made
Matt, so essentially what I'm hearing from you there is, one of our super chats alluded to it earlier. Do you think he's maybe created a bit of a rift and maybe a bit of frustration amongst multiple players through the treatment of Ramsdale?
With our backline, yeah. I think that's had a massive impact. And our defense, I think, is so reliant at the moment in that our attack can't do anything. At this point.
I hear where you're coming from.
Can I just say one thing, Tel? Can I just say
go on, bro? Because I've got a lot of super chats to do, and I want to respect the super chat. Go on, mate.
Just obviously, listen. I agree with sorry, brother. What was your name again? Sorry,
Deji.
Deji. I agree with Deji what he said when he said he's trying to be too creative, and I look at it like this. Yeah, Declan Rice trying to be morphed into an 8. Partey trying to be put at right back, and these players trying to be put into positions that they don't need to be put into. Declan Rice, Ben White, yeah, it worked for a season where he went to right back and he actually played well for that season. But if he keeps on doing this, if he keeps on trying to put these players in different positions, bro, this is gonna be your downfall, brother. This is going to be your downfall, but that's what I wanted to say, Terry. He's trying to put too many players into different positions.
But I think that's a very, very, very fair criticism. And I know for some of the TPFs, they'll struggle and be like, you saying you want him sacked? I haven't actually heard that, barring Brandon, from anybody. I know you do, Jason. I know you do. You've wanted him out for time. But whether you like a manager or not, I've seen City fans criticize stuff that Pep's done. Remember before their Champions League final? City fans saying things along the lines of V, and you say yes or no if I'm wrong. Almost, please don't galaxy brain something in this final. That is still something. That is still criticism of things you've done wrong in the past. And there's nothing. Hang on a minute. Let me just finish. Sorry. There's nothing wrong with doing that, and people shouldn't discourage it. Let's get to some of these super chats.